Landing the remainder of his forces on the planet and scuttling the terminally damaged battle barge in orbit, he led what remained of his 6,000-strong company of Ultramarines to the surface. All manner of transports were used in this endeavour. Arvus lighters, Storm Eagles, Thunderhawk gunships, newly formed Storm Raven gunships, and a single Stormbird left the vessel. The latter carried over 100 surviving and injured Ultramarines. The armories of Land Raiders, Spartan assault tanks, and other heavy armour were brought down by mass conveyors and a variety of salvaged fleet dropships. Their target was an old Mechanicus mining facility with some useful supplies and machinery to begin emergency repairs of armour and warplate. The remaining fleet was hidden in orbit around a nearby moon. Servitor and fleet personnel provided all-spec returns in case of enemy contact. They had barely made planetfall when the first salvo from a search party entering the system opened fire on the damaged fleet. Dodging debris now scattered in the void, Captain Remo bellowed orders down the crowded Vox. Orders for the vessels making planetfall to disperse and for the fleet masters to break for far system orbit. They were to attempt to make contact with the Legion, if possible, through the ruined storm. Remo's Stormbird was struck, shearing the portside stabilizer, forcing them into a partially uncontrolled nosedive. He barely had chance to mag-clamp his boots to the deck plate before a thunderous collision made his entire senses fade to black. Waking up, he knew two things. All those not in Terminator armour inside the compartment he now stood in were dead. This world had no life support atmosphere, and only himself and his personal retinue had the appropriate environmentally sealed warplate. The frozen corpses of the injured and close to death now stood statue or sat in situ where they lay. 20 Space Marines picked themselves up, all armed in Cataphractii warplate. They helped unstow weapons and broke down the access ramp. The cockpit had been sheared off mid-dive. Glowing embers of superheated metal surrounded the downed aircraft, along with the dead that were scattered in the crash landing. Blood, flash frozen, glistened in the glow of superheated metal. Others had made it down intact, including several dreadnoughts. Most of the super heavy transports had also made it to the surface, but were now under increasing fire from several directions. Remo activated the wide-spectrum Vox in his gorget, ignoring the warning signals that glittered across his visor. He would likely need a tech marine soon.
All Ultramarines, we form on my position and hold fast. Chaplain, are you with us?
Remo, this is Chaplain Nagellus. We are to the south, 300 meters. Multiple enemy squads sighted. We are amid a nest of traitors, brother.
Holding his thunder hammer aloft, igniting the power pack contained therein, he issued his declaration to those loyalists alive on the surface.
Bring vengeance on the foe, brothers. Suffer not the enemy to live.
A 3-round burst from his Stormbolter rendered a traitor in Night Lord colours to shattered ceramite and expelled entrails. A choir of
For the Emperor
was roared from the Vox squares.